Out of every major fighting game franchise, Mortal Kombat is simultaneously the most notorious and most popular franchise out of the big three, with that including Street Fighter and Tekken. However, with the recent release of Mortal Kombat 1, no, not that one, many in the community such as myself have started to explore other fighting games. On one hand, there's the gameplay to blame, which fundamentally didn't resonate with me and many other players. But on the other hand, we have the story, which in my opinion has unfortunately dropped in quality over the past few titles. This is the aspect which we'll be looking at today, going through the full timeline of events. To set the scene, we're going to need to go all the way back, way past even the games to provide the full context. Guys, this is going to be a lot, so bear with me. At the beginning of time, three powerful entities existed. The one being the Titans and the Elder Gods. To save themselves, the Elder Gods created 6 divine weapons called the Kamidogu. With these weapons, they shattered the one being, whose consciousness then dispersed into fragments that formed the separate realms, each with a Kamidogu piece embodying its essence. This led to the creation of 6 primary realms: Earthrealm, Netherrealm, Outworld, Order Realm, Chaos Realm, and Edenia, along with other minor realms. The Titans vanished from history except for Kronika, the Keeper of Time, who remained as an overseer alongside the Elder Gods. To prevent Outworld from conquering the realms unchecked, the Elder Gods established Mortal Kombat, a sacred tournament held once every generation, which is around 500 years, to protect each realm's sovereignty. Rules of the tournament decreed that realms could only merge if one realm won 10 consecutive tournaments against another. Warriors of each realm could use their special abilities in the competition, and interferences with the tournament or its champions were strictly forbidden. The winner of the tournament would gain the prize of halted aging for 50 years until the next contest. These rules safeguarded the realms, preserving balance and creating legends that would be known throughout the realms as Mortal Kombat. Long after the realms were created, an ancient and powerful race known as dragons emerged, believed to be children of the Elder Gods. Among them was Onaga, who remained in Outworld to master his powers and ultimately become its first emperor. Onaga unified the war-torn realm, fighting off threats like the Netherrealm invasion, led by warlocks conspiring to conquer Outworld. His conquest efforts expanded Outworld's power by merging other realms into it, making him a formidable ruler. Onaga's secret to victory was his invincible army, revived continually by the magical power of Onaga's heart. But desiring eternal life, he planned to transfer his soul into an unborn Elder Dragon, a being from the first and most powerful generation of dragons, which would grant him immortality. However, before the spell could complete, his advisor Shao Kahn betrayed him, poisoning Onaga and seizing control of Outworld. Unlike Onaga, Shao Kahn's rule was chaotic, fracturing Outworld back into warring factions. Even in death, Onaga's spirit survived, enraged by Shao Kahn's betrayal. He awaited the right moment to return, ultimately setting his plans into motion through Shujinko, a promising young warrior from Earthrealm, but I'll speak more about that when we get to that section. In the realm of Edenia, the protector god Argus and his sorceress wife Delia foresaw a catastrophic event known as the Prophecy of Armageddon. Delia predicted that the increasing power and violence of Mortal Kombat warriors would eventually lead to the destruction of all realms. This Judgment Day for the realms would come to pass if left unchecked. Additionally, it was prophesied that if anyone combined the 6 Kamidogu with the sacred amulet, they could reawaken the one being and bring about the end of all realms, an even greater danger to the Elder Gods and Titans, including Kronika. In response, the Elder Gods ordered Argus and Delia to create a safeguard. Argus constructed a pyramid within Edenia's Southlands as the battleground, while Delia created a powerful being, Blaze, to confront the warriors when Armageddon came. Argus and Delia decided their sons, Taven and Dagon, would compete to stop the cataclysm by defeating Blaze. Whoever won would decide the fate of the combatants. Argus favoured their destruction, while Delia wished to strip them of their power. To determine this outcome, each son would retrieve a special sword and armour from their parents' temples in Earthrealm. One outcome would destroy the warriors, and the others would strip their power. Argus put Taven and Dagon in stasis, guarded by the dragons Orin and Terro respectively, who would awaken them when Blaze signaled. Shinnok, the former Elder God, grew greedy and desired Earthrealm for himself. Manipulating events to his advantage, he tricked the dragon Terro into prematurely awakening Dagon and convinced Dagon that his parents, Argus and Delia, were against him. In a fit of anger, Dagon killed both parents, leaving Edenia defenseless. This act allowed Shao Kahn to invade Edenia without resistance. Shinnok then turned his attention to Earthrealm, aiming to seize its Jinsei, the source of Earthrealm's life force, to make himself invincible. The first Earthrealm war erupted between Shinnok and Raiden, Earth's protector. Their conflict nearly destroyed Earth, plunging it into centuries of darkness. Raiden discovered that Shinnok's power came from a mystical amulet, which let him bypass the Elder God's interference. To protect Earthrealm, Raiden defeated Shinnok, stripped him of the amulet, and with the help of the Elder Gods, banished him to the Netherrealm. In the Netherrealm, Shinnok was tormented by Lucifer, ruler of the Fiery Realm, as a punishment for his betrayal. This torture lasted for untold years, until Shinnok met Quan Chi, a powerful sorcerer who offered to help him escape and overthrow Lucifer. In exchange, Quan Chi would be granted power as Shinnok's right hand. Shinnok agreed, and together they waged a long war that culminated in Lucifer's defeat, establishing Shinnok as the ruler of the Netherrealm. As the new ruler of the Netherrealm, Shinnok united the realm's warring factions under his rule with Quan Chi as his arch-sorcerer. However, ruling the Netherrealm alone did not satisfy Shinnok's ambitions. He sought revenge against the Elder Gods, Raiden, and the realms themselves. With Quan Chi's help, he began laying plans for his eventual escape from the Netherrealm and retribution against those who thwarted his ambitions, setting the stage for future conflicts. After assuming Onaga's throne, Shao Kahn began solidifying his power by eliminating those loyal to the Dragon King. Over thousands of years, he systematically conquered smaller realms such as the Terra, Tarkata, and Oshtek, gradually expanding outwards influence. Eventually, Shao Kahn set his sights on Edenia, a fertile and prosperous realm and allied to Earthrealm. Years earlier, Edenian warriors, including Taven, Dagon, and Rain, had repelled an attempted invasion by Shao Kahn. However, with Argus dead, Taven and Dagon in stasis on Earthrealm, and Edenia without a protector, Outworld won 10 consecutive Mortal Kombat tournaments. This victory allowed Shao Kahn to merge Edenia with Outworld, invading without opposition and tearing open Edenia's skies. Upon taking control, Shao Kahn killed King Jerrod, took Queen Sindel as his wife, and adopted Kitana as his daughter, training her as his assassin. Sindel, recognizing the impeding threat to Earthrealm, cast a protective spell to create a barrier blocking Shao Kahn's direct access to Earth. Before she could complete her spell, Quan Chi killed her and staged her death as a suicide. However, her final spell succeeded, establishing a ward that kept Shao Kahn from Earthrealm. With Edenia secured, Shao Kahn turned his attention to Earthrealm. According to the Elder God's decree, he could only conquer Earthrealm if he won 10 consecutive Mortal Kombat tournaments against its champions. Foreseeing the chaos that Shao Kahn's invasion would bring, wise men from Earthrealm appealed to the Elder Gods. In response, they established the Earthrealm Mortal Kombat tournaments as Earthrealm's last line of defense. This marked the beginning of the Age of Mortal Kombat, where Earthrealm's warriors would face Shao Kahn's forces to protect their realm from his conquest. Shao Kahn sent Tsung to oversee the tournaments between Earthrealm and Outworld. Once a chosen fighter for Earthrealm, Tsung betrayed his realm and allied with Shao Kahn, who taught him dark magic, including soul stealing. The Elder Gods cursed Tsung with accelerated aging as punishment, forcing him to steal souls to sustain his youth and immortality. As the threat to Earthrealm grew, Raiden formed the White Lotus Society, a secret society of monks that are trained to one day defend Earthrealm, gathering Earth's best fighters to prepare for the tournament. Among them was the great Kung Lao, who defeated Tsung, becoming Grand Champion and sparing the sorcerer's life. This act of mercy would prove costly. Shang Tsung soon returned, defeating Kung Lao with the help of Goro, a powerful Shokan prince. Goro killed Kung Lao and claimed the title of Grand Champion, giving Outworld control over the tournament. With Goro as champion, Outworld won 9 consecutive tournaments. Now, only one victory stood between Shao Kahn and the conquest of Earthrealm. Knowing Earthrealm's survival was at stake, Raiden began rallying a new generation of warriors to compete in what would be Earthrealm's final chance to defend itself in Mortal Kombat. Since Shang Tsung was also in need of allies, he used his newfound knowledge of the map to Shinnok's amulet, which he gained by absorbing the Great Kung Lao's soul. He struck a bargain with the Roman Quan Chi. In exchange for his help against Earthrealm to revive Sindel if for whatever reason Outworld was unable to beat Earthrealm in their 10th Mortal Kombat tournament, he'll give him the location of the map. With that backstory out of the way, we can finally move directly onto the games, starting with not Mortal Kombat 1, but Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero. Guys, I know we're getting to the main event. During the events of this game, we're introduced to Bi-Han, the original Sub-Zero, who is a member of the Lin Kuei Assassins. Sub-Zero is tasked by Quan Chi to retrieve a map for him, which led to Shinnok's lost amulet. While on this adventure, he comes across a Japanese ninja from the rival Shirai Ryu clan by the name of Hanzo Hasashi, codenamed Scorpion, who he kills before retrieving the map. Once he returns to the Lin Kuei, he informs the Grand Master about this, but Quan Chi informs him that he hired the rival assassin as reassurance that Sub-Zero could complete the task of retrieving Shinnok's amulet, which was guarded by 4 elemental guardians. With Sub-Zero completing his task, per request of the Lin Kuei Grand Master as part of the deal he made with Quan Chi destroys the entire Shirai Ryu clan, which is what leads to Sub-Zero and Scorpion's almost endless rivalry, but I'll get more into that shortly. Quan Chi then sends Sub-Zero off to retrieve the amulet, and surprisingly he manages to defeat the Guardians and secure the amulet. The reason why I say this is because the Elemental Guardians, as far as we know, are literal gods, similar to Raiden, and the reason why we know this is because of Fujin, the Wind God, is also one of these Guardians. So yes, Sub-Zero is an absolute beast. Once this happens, Quan Chi reveals the true nature of Shinnok's amulet and subsequently explains that the entire time he used Sub-Zero to complete all of his dirty work. The reason why this amulet is so important is because it allows Shinnok to bypass the natural barriers and rules that prevent interference among realms and restrict Elder God's powers. The amulet also allows its user to weaken the borders between realms, enabling Shinnok to enter and invade Earthrealm without challenge from the Elder Gods. And it can also corrupt natural energy sources such as Earthrealm's Jinsei, which grants Shinnok immense power. After finding out what has transpired, and probably disappointed at the rest of its kind, Raiden instructs Sub-Zero to retrieve the amulet to prevent Shinnok's return. Sub-Zero travels to the Netherrealm, where he is captured by the Brotherhood of Shadow and imprisoned. In his cell, he encounters his rival Scorpion, who seeks revenge for the destruction of his family, as Quan Chi has revived him as a denizen of the Netherrealm, to use him as a soldier and manipulated him into believing that Sub-Zero was the reason for his family's death. With his reanimation, he's developed Hellfire abilities which come directly from the Netherrealm, and he can't stop saying, "Get over here!" Although Scorpion's attack fails, it intensifies their rivalry. Escaping the Prison of Souls, Sub-Zero battles through Quan Chi's fortress, defeating his guards, the demons, Kia, Jataka, and Serena, but surprisingly spared Serena, which indicates that this Sub-Zero does have some good in him, although he's done bad things. With Serena's help, he ultimately confronts Quan Chi and retrieves the amulet. However, Shinnok blasts Serena back to the Netherrealm as she tries to join Sub-Zero in Earthrealm. Sub-Zero returns the amulet to Raiden, though it's later revealed that Quan Chi kept the original and gave Shinnok a fake. Quan Chi also reveals that only evil beings can enter the Netherrealm, hinting at darkness within Sub-Zero's soul, which foreshadows his alternate persona. Upon returning to the Lin Kuei, Sub-Zero is introduced to Shang Tsung, who invites him to participate in the upcoming Mortal Kombat tournament, which finally brings us to the first mainline game. 2 years after Sub-Zero's journey, Earthrealm rallied its finest warriors to defend against Outworld in the Mortal Kombat tournament. Among the champions were Liu Kang, a Shaolin monk seeking justice, Sonya Blade, a Special Forces agent pursuing revenge against Kano and the Black Dragon, and Johnny Cage, a Hollywood star proving his strength. Guided by Raiden, Earth's warriors joined forces to thwart Shang Tsung and his champion, Goro, who had defeated Liu Kang's ancestor in a previous tournament. In a fierce battle, Liu Kang ultimately defeated Goro and Shang Tsung, claiming the title of Mortal Kombat champion and resetting Outworld's winning streak to 0. Yeah, there isn't much story involved in this game. It does set up a couple of things such as Liu Kang and Shang Tsung's rivalry, Sonya and Kano's rivalry, and Johnny Cage's green energy powers, but other than that, there's nothing else. Also, fun fact, Raiden's ending in this game actually makes him a villain, as he ends up destroying Earthrealm. I don't know how, because it claims he fought other gods, but if he's talking about those Fujin level bums, then he might as well have just declared war on the Lin Kuei. This is also why I'm not going to explain every ending, as most of them are not canon or get retconned later on. The events of Mortal Kombat 2 take place right after the first game, with Scorpion confronting and killing Bi-Han, the original Sub-Zero, in revenge and sending his soul to the Netherrealm, where he becomes Noob Saibot. For newer Mortal Kombat fans, they've probably only experienced the alternate timeline's take on this event, which happens within the tournament, but we'll again get onto that later on. Meanwhile, Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage and Kano battle Goro, but only Johnny escaped with Raiden's help, leaving Sonya and Kano captured by Shao Kahn to lure Earth's warriors into another tournament in Outworld. Enraged by his loss, Shao Kahn ordered Baraka and his Tarkatan horde to attack the Wuxi Academy, massacring Liu Kang's fellow monks and mentors. This personal attack led Liu Kang, his ally Kung Lao, who is a descendant of the great Kung Lao, and Johnny Cage to join Major Jackson Briggs, or Jax as we commonly know him as, who was searching for Sonya and Kuai Liang, the younger brother of Bi-Han, who assumed the mantle of Sub-Zero. Kuai Liang entered with his friend Smoke, and during the tournament, Scorpion realized this Sub-Zero was not the original one, and he was also innocent compared to his older brother. Learning this, he pledged to protect him to atone for his wrongdoings. In Outworld, Kitana discovered her true heritage as an Inadenian, and learnt that her sister Mileena was an unnatural clone created by Shang Tsung. I mean, clearly she's not that smart, because with those teeth, yeah, I don't think it was that hard to figure out. Shang Tsung accomplished this by combining Kitana's essence with Tarkatan DNA. Kitana killed Mileena, was charged for treason, and escaped to join Earthrealm's forces. In the climatic battles of the Outworld tournament, Earthrealm's warriors prevailed, Liu Kang defeated Shang Tsung, Kintaro, and ultimately Shao Kahn himself, once again safeguarding Earthrealm and thwarting Shao Kahn's plans for conquest. However, this tournament was used as a diversionary trap in order for Shao Kahn to claim his true prize, Earthrealm, which leads us on to Mortal Kombat 3. In an attempt to break the rules of Mortal Kombat that were set by the Elder Gods, Shao Kahn resurrected Queen Sindel in Earthrealm with the aid of Quan Chi and Shinnok, allowing him to bypass the tournament rules and merge Earthrealm with Outworld. It kind of sucks because Sindel, made the whole barrier to protect Earthrealm, but she ends up being the one that gets Shao Kahn into Earthrealm. In this resurrected state, Sindel was brainwashed by Shao Kahn, similar to how it was portrayed in the modern depiction of this, but without her becoming Super Sindel. This triggered an invasion, with Shao Kahn's forces including Ermac, Kano, Shiva, Motaro, and more sweeping across Earthrealm to eliminate resistance. Shao Kahn attempted to strengthen his position by forming alliances with the Netherrealm forces, though Ashra, a demon from the Netherrealm, killed many of the Netherrealm allies in her quest for purity, allowing Scorpion to escape and ultimately fight against Shao Kahn. Shinnok also resurrected Mileena and used her and Noob Saibot to aid Shao Kahn and keep tabs on the war. Amid the chaos, Sub-Zero and Smoke resisted their clan's attempt to turn them into cybernetic assassins through the Lin Kuei's cyber initiative. This led to his other clansmen such as Cyrax and Sector to become cyborgs. Smoke was captured and transformed, but Sub-Zero escaped, joining Earthrealm's defenders. Other allies like Nightwolf, Striker, Cabal, Jade, and Rain also joined the fight, with Jade and Rain turning on Shao Kahn mid-war to fight for Earthrealm. This is due to them also finding out about their Edenian heritage and Jade's loyalty to Kitana. Also, Striker is legit just a regular dude with a Glock 19. I just had to point that out. During the battle, Kitana and Jade reach out to Sindel, helping her remember her true past and turn against Shao Kahn. Which again, newer players are probably confused by this because Sindel in recent memory was an absolute demon, but in this timeline she was actually a good person that cared for Edenia and Kitana. In the final showdown, Liu Kang once again defeated Shao Kahn, forcing him to retreat to Outworld. With Shao Kahn's defeat, Edenia was freed from Outworld's control and Earthrealm's defenders emerged victorious. However, Smoke was captured by Shao Kahn as a consolation prize. Though Earthrealm was saved and the invasion halted, the warriors knew this victory might only be temporary as new threats loomed on the horizon. This leads us to the events of Mortal Kombat 4, which is arguably the worst of the original numbered titles for some. After Shao Kahn's defeat, Shinnok escaped the Netherrealm with the help of Tanya, another Edenian, and invaded Edenia, taking control of the realm and capturing Queen Sindel and Princess Kitana. Again. Seeking revenge against the Elder Gods, Shinnok aimed to conquer the heavens, which is actually a realm in Mortal Kombat where the gods reside in, and kill Raiden who had thwarted him in the past. Raiden and Fujin narrowly escaped and returned to Earthrealm, rallying Earth's warriors to defend against Shinnok's forces, sparking the Second Earthrealm War. During the conflict, Scorpion, I'm assuming, gets manipulated again by Quan Chi into believing that it was actually Kuai Liang that killed his family. Yeah, their rivalry ending in Mortal Kombat 2 kind of gets retconned, but not really. Anyways, he fights Sub-Zero and ends up finding out from him that Quan Chi actually was the one that killed his clan. Furious, Scorpion dragged Quan Chi into the Netherrealm, vowing vengeance. Meanwhile, Liu Kang overcame a trap set by Tanya, ultimately defeating Shinnok with the help of Raiden and Kitana, which led to Shinnok's rebanishment into the Netherrealm and the end of the war. In the aftermath, Kitana reclaimed Edenia's throne, imprisoning Melina. Other Earthrealm warriors found closure and new paths. Cyrex regained his humanity with the help of Sonya and Jax, however he did not regain his human body, while Johnny Cage resumed his life, prepared to defend Earthrealm if needed. Kung Lao and Goro resolved their past conflict, establishing peace between the Shokan and Centaurs. Raiden ascended to become an Elder God, appointing Fujin as Earthrealm's new protector. Yeah, I can't lie, he screwed Earthrealm with that one. He screwed Earthrealm with that one. However, Raiden's new role prevented him from intervening directly, leaving him unable to protect Earthrealm fully against any future threats that would inevitably arise. Also, Jarek falls off a cliff.
Jarek.
Never!
Okay, so I have some bad news for you guys. This video was originally meant to be all the way up until Mortal Kombat 1, but this video has already ran on for a little bit too long, and I'm not sure if you guys even like longer videos from me, seeing as, you know, the last long video I did didn't do too well. So I'm gonna end it off here, and what I'm gonna do is, if this video gets 15 likes, you know, I'm gonna highball it a lot. If this video gets 15 likes, I'll make sure to get the next part out by next week, because I am also working on other projects, and I want to know what you guys want to see from me next. So I'm just trying to make sure that I have a good mixture, as well as I'm making sure I'm getting out the content that you guys genuinely want to see. So if you made it to this point, thank you very much for watching. Honestly, I hope you enjoyed a lot. And next time you'll see the 3D era all the way until the modern era. So make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care and have a lovely rest of your day.